Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So Big Daddy just got an EZA here. He seems like he's going to be pretty damn good. They buffed his transformation, right? So it's now turn 4 instead of turn 5, looking super, super good. Let's go ahead and give him a sticker. I mean, obviously, this guy deserves a sticker a lot. And he's going to make it look good, too. I believe Gogeta has, yeah, a good-looking sticker right there. Characters that either have, like, you know, big auras or, like, big energy attacks, their stickers often do look pretty good. And then blue Gogeta. Yeah, the blue auras especially usually do look pretty good. Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump in. I do think Gogeta's probably the best EZA TUR. If you guys look, I did give him kind of a full additional build. Gogeta has a 70% chance to dodge, but he does do guaranteed crits, and he builds up quite a bit of defense from his super attacks as well. I think full dodge is going to end up being better in the long run, but right now, full additional is definitely going to be stronger, right? Because Gogeta's doing a lot of damage, and if he's getting additional supers, he's going to be able to tank pretty much all the normals in the game, right? I think with a bit of support, and if he gets an additional super, this guy can tank even Cell Max, right? People pretend like he has no defense whatsoever, and it's just not true. Besides his dodging, of course, right? Like, this guy will be able to take normals, and then he has the 70% chance to dodge on top of it. Gogeta's crazy, so let's just go into a couple of runs, and let's see how impressive blue Gogeta is. I believe he has 200% leader skills, by the way. I guess 3. He's on Ultimate Gohan's team, he's on Piccolo's team, and then he's also on LR Carnival Super Saiyan Goku's team. I believe those are the 3 200% teams that blue Gogeta's on here. So, alright, let's hop in, and let's see how impressive this boy is going to look. Alright guys, we are here in a little warm-up event. So blue Gogeta right here. Let's start by taking a look at his links. So his link set, right, he has Saiyan Warrior Race, Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Over in a Flash, Fuse Fighter, Fierce Battle. He's going to work incredibly well with Tech God Goku, which does bode well for a number of, like, you know, powerful bosses and events we might run him on. Now, remember, Tech God Goku, I don't want to say he's a tad overrated, but he's certainly a tad overrated, because it's like, he is pretty much an event-specific character, right? Movie boss or pure Saiyans. For example, the new Red Ribbon Army Red Zone, like, you're not taking God Goku into there. Now, I would say a lot of kind of like the God Saiyans are not really in the best position right now. LR UI Goku is still decent or good. The LR Gods, of course, are still incredible. But then, like, you sort of go through from there. You know, the Resurrection F Blues, I mean, they're good, right? Like, I don't want to go harder than that. But a lot of the sort of, like, blue god, you know, UI type characters are not really in the best position right now. And a lot of those units are who this Gogeta is going to work best with, right? Like, if we take a look, how does Gogeta work with just Pan? Fierce Battle. Although, to be fair, Pan only has Fierce Battle with damn Orange Piccolo and Gohan as well. Alright, so Gogeta's at 184k defense here. This is something that could be deceiving to people, right? Like, people will... STR EZA Cooler is the comparison for this guy. I think you want to compare units of similar, like classes, right? Cooler and Gogeta are both EZA TURs. So I think Cooler is the comparison here. Not LR Final Form Cooler, not Orange Piccolo. I don't even really want to compare Gogeta so much to the top regular TURs like the Gammas and Kid Goku and stuff like that. My focus is on EZA STR Cooler. For STR Cooler, because he's stacking, you could visually see, like, oh, look, he's at 700k defense, he's at 800k defense. Gogeta, it's going to be a little harder for people to realize. Gogeta gets 50% when he attacks, and he's also getting 30% from his super attack effect, right? So he's got the multiplicative buff there, with start of turn stats and then stats when attacking. So it's like Gogeta is much more effective defensively than people are going to realize. All right, let's go ahead and see what we get right here. Now, the thing about Gogeta that's so good, you will only... I mean, if you have him turn 1 and you leave him on rotation, will be in Super Saiyan form for two turns. But if you get... Yep, he has a 50% chance to dodge now. 7.82 right there, and super effective against all types. but you only will have to have one turn of Super Saiyan Gogeta, because you get him turn 1, you just float him off, right? And he will be a very competent, like, you know, floating character or something like that anywhere, because remember, Gogeta, you know, he's got the 50% chance to dodge, and he's getting a lot of defense on his super attack effect, so it's just very comfortable using him, right? The change from turn 5 to 4, I don't think it's as big as many people make it out to be. It's not like, oh my god, it's turn 4, now he's great, right? It's like, no, he already was, but this helps. It does help a bit. Well, I guess I should say a lot, because, again, you only have one turn of Super Saiyan now, and then he goes blue, and then it's GG, right? So now in blue, he gets just a bunch of stats, right? Like, his passive gets more stats. Oh, we got Goku here as well. And we do link up a little bit better with God Goku now, because Golden Warrior becomes Warrior Gods instead. So Gogeta's at 200k defense right here. So remember, when Gogeta attacks, he gets 50% defense. But now his super attack effect, he's getting 50% attack and defense for 4 turns. 4 turns means we could float Gogeta off like this, and Gogeta's buffs will still be active when he returns on rotation. Because they buffed it to 4 turns, it means while floating, you can keep the buffs active, which is going to make him crazy. Like, he's strong, dude. Guaranteed crits, 70% chance to dodge. Very, very impressive. All right, so there is also, we're not going to see it right here, but Gogeta has an additional ability where he gets 2 ki and 50% attack for 4 turns after dodging. So he does even have more attack we're going to leave on the table right here. So we do want to keep this in mind. And he does also get 3 ki at the start of turn as well. So Gogeta, for the most part, is pretty much just going to be auto-supering, which is an ability I think is actually very good, right? I mean, we have so many... For example, this Carnival LR Goku right here, right? He gets a huge power buff at 24 ki. So you'd want to maneuver, you know, save ki. The fact that Gogeta doesn't need ki is going to be very helpful there. Again, if we're making the comparison to STR Cooler, though, he also is literally never struggling for ki ever in any situation. So they both have that as a W. All right, so remember, Gogeta's getting 50% from a super attack effect, then 50% when attacking. 7.93, but it's a guaranteed crit. He auto crits, dude. It's ridiculous. So, boop, and death. Goodbye. Goodbye. It's gonna be pretty difficult. I guess I'm gonna have to go into, like, the Bojack Dokkan event, because with him doing guaranteed crits, it's like we could basically only show Gogeta off in red zone or against an enemy that is, like, unkillable, right? Like, because it's guaranteed crits, and, you know, my Gogeta has 31 additional, so he's probably gonna additional. And the thing is that even if you get a hit in potential system normal, it's still a guaranteed crit, right? Like, you guys know a lot of the characters that do a lot of normal attacks, think of like AGL Trunks, LR Final Form Cooler. What do I tell you guys? Go full crit on those characters. You're only going to get the max value out of a character like, again, AGL Trunks or Final Form Cooler. They're doing so many normal attacks, you really want to be critting on those normals. Because normals against the really big bosses a lot of times don't do that much damage. But if you're critting, even with a normal attack, you're penetrating their defense, right? So, okay. Maybe you know what? Let's just go into like Red Zone Janemba. Why don't we just do it? No more, enough messing around, enough foreplay. Let's just go fight Red Zone Janemba. Alright, so now we are in the fight here against Janemba. Let's just leave things exactly like this, right? We could start to get a little fast and loose once we go into Blue Gogeta, but we don't really need to, I guess, gamble too much away. Again, we only have one turn where we're going to be sitting here. Blue Gogeta works incredibly effectively with God Goku as well, so let's just go ahead and pop this. And let's see how Blue Gogeta does. Now, remember, Gogeta is getting the 200% from both Piccolo's 200% and Ultimate Gohan. He's on both of the 200%. So you don't have to worry about, you know, like, oh, I only got Gohan or I only got Piccolo. Like, Gogeta is on both of them. And if you want to use him on a 200% team, you can also run him on LR Carnival Goku's team as well. Gogeta has a pretty good leader skill, though. like EZA SDR Cooler, you certainly could get away with just running double Gogeta. Again, Cooler's team and Cooler are easily strong enough and you're good enough to do that. Gogeta as well, because Gogeta leads movie heroes or fusion. So you could run a movie hero team, and then you could add, like, the LR Super Saiyan 4s to it as well, right? Like, it could be very effective. Wow. Yeah, see, that's type disadvantage turn 1. And Gogeta was, like, it wasn't quite double digits, but it was right around there. Yeah, not bad. I mean, is there going to be a boss that hits him harder turn 1 than this? Outside of, like, the new Red Ribbon Army, I haven't done those enough to have, you know, photographic memory of exactly what's going on in those fights. Is there a fight where Gogeta would take more damage? I mean, maybe in, like, a Super Battle Road stage, an Extreme Super Battle Road stage. Like, the final Trump Card Extreme Super Battle Road stage? Sure, but, like, the actual, like, main difficulty fights, like, that's impressive. Oh, only 19, huh? All right. Yeah, here. Have this 19 million, Janemba. Okay. That's... Sure. Sure. Yeah, Piccolo is pretty good, by the way. Okay, yeah, have this 19 million. Okay. Alright, fine. Alright, what are we... Oh, my God, are we... Oh, we're cooking. Yeah, sorry, we're putting Gogeta in the thick of things against all the attacks right there. Alright, so this is looking pretty good. Now, remember, Gogeta... After he supers, he's going to have his full defense. But remember, we're not going to see Gogeta's full offense on this turn. Because, again, he does have to dodge at least once in blue. Then we get his full defense. Or, excuse me, his full offense. Of course, next to God Goku, he works incredibly well. I mean, Pan. Look at Pan with a 300k defense. She's going to get even higher when she supers, and she's got the dodge chance. I mean, you could, like... Sometimes... People are very, like... not consistent when they complain about support, right? Like, you know, EZA STR Cooler, if you're showing a unit and EZA STR Cooler's on rotation, you can't go, oh my God, that unit's wank with support. It's EZA STR Cooler, dude. Like, you can go into any fight in the game and dominate, it's fine, right? Like, I think, remember, if you're gonna complain about characters having support, I think you need to complain only if, yep, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna dodge, right? Like, and then, oh, double digits from normals. Yeah, boom, that's it. Like, hello? hello? Now, how does EZA STR Cooler do in this exact turn? Turn 4? I mean, Cooler, what is Janemba's attack right here? Cooler takes at least a little bit of damage. It's definitely not death. Let me see exactly what Int Janemba's attack stat is. Int Janemba, oh, he only does 868. I mean, Cooler likely would have taken 300k, I would say. Turn 4 against Int Janemba, Cooler's taken 300k right there. And that's, boom, literally already we've come to the crux of why I think Blue Gogeta is better. Did you just see that? That's why. Cooler probably takes, again, about 300k right there. I'm ballparking. From my experience using Cooler, he's going to take about 300k in that exact situation, I'm assuming. Maybe a bit less. Could be more if you have bad luck with additionals and stuff like that. Whereas Gogeta, we just took 0. I'll take the 0 damage. That's fine. That's why, you know, dodge, again, strongest mechanic in the game. I do agree. I think that they are going to release more bosses that are going to cancel dodge because dodge is too good, right? Like, if you can just dodge every fight, like, and you could just go full dodge builds and shit like that, it's very, very difficult to lose. So, you know, I'm not going to be shocked when 8th anniversary, oh my God, the new difficult blue zone, and then the hardest fight in blue zone cancels dodge. That would make a ton of sense to me. I think so. Now that we are pretty soon, we're going to be coming up on our first, like, hardest, you know, difficulty events in the game, superclass enemies, the Gammas. The Gammas are going to be our first experience. All of 2022, every difficult fight was extreme class units, all of them. Besides the pay-to-win event, right? The Pride of the Saiyans and the... No, it's Pride of the Wicked Bloodline and Spirit of the Saiyans event. In there are some strong superclass enemies, but that's kind of like a goof-ass event, right? Like, that's not exactly the same thing. All right, so... Okay, now we're going to see Big Daddy at full power right here. This is full power Big Daddy right here. Let's maximize Gogeta's strength. So we're going to put him in the second slot right here. Yeah, dude, look. Listen, I don't want to hear this bullshit. People were acting like Gogeta's going to die to normal attacks. Are you insane? He has 300k at the start of turn. He's getting 50% when he attacks and 50% on his super attack effect. We could have double supered last turn, and we could double super this turn. And he has a 70% chance to dodge. Look at him. He's ridiculous. This is like an 8th anniversary unit, man. This is an EZA character. And he's, again, I think he's better than Dokkan Fest Yamcha, who's good. Yamcha is good. Yamcha is not bad. He's better than, I think, Tech Bardock. Again, Tech Bardock is good. I don't think Tech Bardock is bad. And Gogeta's just as good. Now, remember, Gogeta's strength, we're going to see a much higher attack set on this turn than we saw last turn because we have the additional 2 ki and 50% attack for 4 turns after dodging. I could have put Blue Gogeta right there, but I wanted to have Carnival Goku give us a little bit of support. Carnival Goku isn't built up, so he took that damage right there. All right, let's see. Remember that Carnival Goku, by the way, maybe players aren't familiar. He's giving 50% defense and 2 ki to superclass units. So Gogeta's defense that we saw was, you know, with support right here. And then on the 18 ki super attack, this Goku gave an attack support buff to Gogeta. So, you know, Gogeta's going to be at 12 million guaranteed crit, something like that. Let's see. 11.9. Okay. Hopefully it gives us an additional, right? I mean, if Gogeta would get real swaggy with some additionals, that attack stat, those attack numbers would just go up and up and up. Guaranteed crit. No additional. Dude, with the 31 additional, we didn't get the additional. Come on, we're getting bad luck, man. He could be even crazier. But, I mean, I feel like we're, like, this showed it, right? Like, we saw. You see what Blue Gogeta does, right? Like, we definitely, you know, we all have eyeballs. We saw him dodge the super attack. We see him double-digit tanking normals all over the place. Now, I think that there's a good chance we're going to get some stronger fights coming up soon, right? Like, you know, 8th anniversary. Will there be a power creep? Sure. I don't think it'll be as, you know, significant as 7th anniversary power creep. But I do anticipate we would see, definitely a power creep come in. I guess, are we going to kill Janemba here? Probably not, actually. I think Janemba probably is going to live on this rotation. Let's see, so we can get one more turn of Blue Gogeta. I feel pretty content. I feel like we showed why he's so crazy, like, what he's great at, right? Like, okay, nice super attack dodge. I love dodging. I just love dodging so much. You know, when he's doing 11 million guaranteed crits with, you know, 600k plus defense and 70% chance to dodge, I mean, are we really asking for more? And it's like, I feel like people don't have a, like, realistic interpretation in their head of what EZA STR Cooler is actually like defensively. Because Cooler is nowhere on par with Gogeta defensively at all. No way. He's not close. Cooler's not close to the Gogeta defensively at all. No way. No way. All right. Oh, we could finish with Orange Piccolo. Let's just get... So let's see. Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle all activated. He's at 300k defense right there. Yeah, let's just go ahead and juice Janemba. So this will be GG for him. So, yeah, I guess we could maybe hop into, like, one more event right here. But, I mean, you guys see, this is what Gogeta's going to do, right? Oh, no! We took a little bit of damage, and you're dead. Bye. See ya, bitch! He does get a lot of defense when he supers. I just wish we get some additionals. Like, you know, could we maybe additional a little bit? That would be good. So there's Janemba. Done. Bye. Bye! Alright guys, so I just want to finish up with one final rotation here. Let me know what you guys think of this Blue Gogeta. I think that he's pretty good. Again, I would rank him as the #1 EZA TUR. I do feel like there's even a gap between him and Cooler. I mean, Cooler is still very good, right? His support is very good. He could do some good damage. It's like defensively, Cooler is not as impressive as people think because... You know, if you really want, like, you're running him with Final Form Cooler, who goes in slot 2. So, EZA STR Cooler, it's like, if you're running him through slot 1 the whole time, it's like you're going to need good RNG that the boss is not putting their heaviest shit in slot 1, right? It's a bit of an issue. You're typically going to be floating EZA STR Cooler, and he's not approaching 1 million defense in these red zone fights if he's floating. It's not how it's going to happen. This Gogeta, though, he's comfortable as a floater. This guy's a fine floater. Going to be doing a lot of damage with his crits. I think that this Gogeta is incredible, man. Really, really strong unit. Let me just get one more rotation in, and then I think we'll go over his details. Let me know what you guys think, but I just think that getting above 600k after supering, and then having 70% chance to dodge, and having guaranteed crits, not chance to crit, not maybe crit, but guaranteed crits, and then you just go full additional or full dodge in the potential system. It's crazy. This guy's crazy. He's crazy. Alright guys, this is Transcendent Fusion Super Saiyan Gogeta. His leader skill is Movie Heroes or Fusion, category key 3 and 170% of stats. That team is good enough to sweep the game, especially with Gogeta as leader. Just like EZA STR Cooler, his team as well, right? His Terrifying Conquer Transformation Boost team. Both of these EZA TURs are kind of on another level, to where their team performance is better than some 200% teams, for sure. Like, EGL Cell's team is not competing with Gogeta's 170% team or STR Cooler's 170% team. Absolutely. Gogeta's super attack is the Stardust Fall, which greatly raises attack. That's a 50% attack buff. And then raises defense for 1 turn. That's a 30% defensive buff. And then does immense damage to the enemy. Maybe it's unfortunate he's only getting 30% defense right there, but again, you're only going to have 1 turn in Super Saiyan form. As long as you float him off, if you get him turn 1, right? His passive skill, True Strength, he gets 2 key, 140% attack and defense at the start of turn. He gets an additional 50% attack and defense when attacking. Then he's super effective against all types, which means you don't need to give him crits. And then he also has a high chance to dodge, and then he transforms when conditions are met. They buffed from 30% chance to dodge to high chance to dodge, and that, I think, is a significant deal. That helps out a lot, right? Again, his new transformation condition, he'll transform starting from the 4th turn. So if you get him on turn 2, you only have 1 turn of Super Saiyan. You get him in turn 1, you float him, you only have 1 turn of Super Saiyan. If he's in slot 7, you only have 1 turn of Super Saiyan. So he's going to be looking good no matter what. His Link skills are Saiyan Warrior Race, Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Over in a Flash, Fuse Fighter, Fierce Battle. Over in a Flash and Fuse Fighter are certainly not super crazy these days, but, you know, it's not the biggest deal. Now, Gogeta is one of the very few units in the game who has a 12 key multiplier of 160%. Again, there's not a lot of characters that have this, only a few special characters. So he's got that. And then finally, an EZA of this magnitude is very, very positive, because Gogeta is on teams that need help. Now, Movie Hero did not need another top, TUR contender added to the team, but they got it. I mean, I would literally say the top 4 TURs right now. I don't like to mix EZA TURs with the normal Dokkan Fest TURs, but, like, to make this point, I think the top 4 TURs would be Gamma 1, Kid Goku, Gamma 2, and Blue Gogeta. They're all Movie Hero, right? Okay. Then Gogeta's on the Fusion team, which badly needed this kind of character for sure. Huge buff to Fusion. Beautiful. Gogeta's on Transformation Boost as well. Any additions added to this? Excuse me. This is Realm of Gods. This is the Realm of Gods team, which needs help. Huge addition to the Realm of Gods team. Definitely very, very good that Gogeta's added to that. This is Transformation Boost right here. Another team, any options we get, I think, is definitely a good thing. Gogeta's also over here on the Super Saiyan category team. Where this is a team, I'll take any buffs we can get for this team. Gogeta's also over here on Final Trump Card, another team that badly needs help. I mean, look at this. It's just, the thing about this category is it's kind of a mess, right? Gogeta will help out quite a bit. I mean, one of the best units on Final Trump Card, LR Kaioken Goku, Gogeta's going to share Over in a Flash with him. That's good. Nice. Then, Final Trump Card just got a really difficult Extreme Super Battle Road stage, too. And Gogeta, of course, like, he would work really well in there. Nice, yeah. 50% chance to dodge, so good. Gogeta is also over here on the Powerful Comeback category team. So that means he is, of course, on Super Saiyan Carnival Goku's 200% leader skill is what that means. So that's pretty good to see. Gogeta is also, what is this? This is Time Limit, the Time Limit category team. Another team that is good to get any help that it could possibly get. Then Gogeta's on the Fuse Fighter team. So with this guy and Orange Piccolo added to the mix, LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's team is massively stronger. Now, unfortunately, right, Blue Gogeta, you know, LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta doesn't have Prepare for Battle. They don't have Aura Flash. They don't have Fuse Fighter, right? But, you know, this is still a huge addition to that team for sure. Then we're also over here on the Power Beyond Super Saiyan category. Huge buff to this team as well, which is really, really nice. And then finally, Gogeta is, of course, on the new Superheroes category, right? So this is going to be very helpful to get another top-tier option added to this team. That's pretty good. Then, of course, on turn 4, Gogeta will auto-transform into Blue, where his super attack changes, his passive changes, and then one of his links change. So Gogeta's super attack becomes the Stardust Breaker, which greatly raises attack and defense for 4 turns. That's a 50% buff and does immense damage to the enemy. Remember, the fact that it lasts for 4 turns means you can float Gogeta, and when he returns, the buff will still be active. So it's like the first turn, Gogeta will get, you know, extra stats from a super attack effect, and if he dodges, he'll get extra attacking ki as well. So it's like he gets even stronger on his second appearance, so pretty good. His passive skill, Dawn of the Omnipotent Warrior. He gets 3 ki and 150% of stats. He gets an additional 50% attack and defense when attacking. Of course, you know, remember that attack and defense when attacking, it is very important to get, I think. Because that, you know, then gives him multiplicative buffs, right? Which is so big. That's another reason that Gogeta's stats are probably going to be higher than some people realize, right? So that's good, right? The 50% attack and defense when attacking. He also does guaranteed crits, which is super good. He has a 70% chance to dodge. That was buffed from 50 prior to his EZA. And then finally, he gets 2 ki and 50% attack for 4 turns after dodging an attack. His links are Saiyan Warrior Race, Warrior Gods, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Over in a Flash, Fuse Fighter, and Fierce Battle. And then, you know, still the 12 ki, 160% 12 ki multiplier. So there he is. Gogeta. EZA Blue Gogeta. I mean, yeah, he's #1, man. In terms of EZA TURs, I just don't really... I don't see the argument for Cooler. I think if people have Cooler at #1, it's just like they're incapable of accepting that a better unit came out. Or they just have bias towards Cooler or something. But Gogeta's just better, man. He is... I don't think it's particularly close. To me, it seems like Gogeta is clearly better. Like, I don't know. Cooler, I feel like for the most part, is not competing with Gogeta defensively. He's not, right? Gogeta is just crazy. Really, really impressive EZA. This is... I mean, I've seen so many people cry, oh, I wish they'd do EZAs like they used to. Dude, it's always been this way. A lot of the times the EZAs are okay or mid, and then, you know, here and there they drop a god. And that's what we got right here. But we've gotten a couple of these this year. STR Cooler, I think, counts as a god EZA. This Gogeta is a god EZA. I think LR Goku Black and Zamasu are a god EZA. Just off the top of my head. I mean, you could Tech God Goku. We could probably consider him a god EZA as well, right? So we've gotten several of these this year. We're talking about characters that came out 3 and 4 years ago who are now at the top of the meta. I think Gogeta is better than EZA STR Cooler, but EZA STR Cooler has not fallen off. He's not shit. He's not terrible. He's not unrunnable. He's still as good as he is. STR Cooler, his EZA has not aged from when he came out, right? It's just Gogeta's crazier. That's all. Power creep. It's just simple power creep, right? So, let me know what you guys think of EZA Gogeta. Stunningly powerful unit. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.